Welcome to the air purifier part of our presentation. Let us go now to the living room, and there you will meet up with Jonas. He will show you all about our range of air purifiers, and he will tell you the importance of having one at your house or your business. Good luck, Jonas.
Thank you very much for the introduction, and welcome at my part of the presentation. I will give you a little bit more explanation about the importance of indoor air quality and the role which air purification plays in this. As was mentioned during the introduction, the importance of indoor air quality is huge. We spend 90% of our time indoors, which means this is of utter importance, of course, especially because recent studies have shown that indoor air quality can be 2 to 5 times worse than the outer ambient air quality, actually. The World Health Organization and the REVA are defining particles as the following. So we have 3 different categories. First of all, living organisms, which is bacteria, which is viruses, which is molds. Living organisms, and of course everybody knows nowadays about the viruses. We all know the COVID-19 at the moment. A second category, for example, is the fine particles, the ultra-fine particles, coming, for example, from the industry. And a third category is the organisms, the particles which are building inside your home. For example, we have animal hair, we have odors, we have VOCs. VOCs coming from, for example, furniture, for example, paints, clothes. And then also, for example, dust, pollen. So all particles which we really want to keep as minimal as possible to also increase the health, to also increase the indoor air quality of the homes. Now, why am I saying this? We are Daikin. You know us probably from providing indoor air solutions as, for example, heating, cooling, ventilation, refrigeration, but we are also specialists in indoor air quality, especially the air purification side of it. Now, air purification is something which people don't immediately link with Daikin. If people think about indoor air quality, we immediately think about ventilation most of the time. Now, ventilation, of course, is a part of the solution. It's one part of the puzzle, but it's not the only part. For example, the air purification is actually cleaning the air inside of your room, your building, which is also having a huge effect on the particle level of your room. And this is actually quite important that both of them work together in order to provide the highest indoor air quality possible. Also not unimportant is that with everything going on nowadays, that the air purification is always a quick solution. It's something which is plug and play. You just put it in the electrical grid, and then you can start increasing your indoor air quality. We are having fantastic products, we are having fantastic technologies, and that's always the basis of what we do. We are creating a good technology which is actually helping you, providing something which you are looking for, and then we are putting it inside of a product. You see some of the products, one of them actually right next to me, but you have different kind of solutions for air purification. If, for example, you need more moisture in the air, you can go for our units which also has the humidification module in it. If you, for example, need a larger room or to air purify a larger room, you can go for our largest air purifier, or you can go for the standard air purifier which can serve up to 86 square meters actually. So basically all rooms in a house are being able to, or are being served by one unit, for example. I've already mentioned a couple of times that we are creating a safe and healthy environment. And this is actually what we do. So we are creating a COVID-19 free environment for you and your family. This was not tested by us, but tested by Institut Pasteur de Lille. And what they have tested showed us that we actually that we remove 99.98% of human coronavirus. Huge. Now, Catch and Clean is working in 3 different steps. The first step is creating a large air intake in the unit. So the ventilator is sucking up all air from left side, right side, and also front side. A second step is the 2-stage filter, so the odor filter, and a HEPA filter. Now, both filters are actually catching all your particles inside of the room, so also cleaning your air. Odor filter, responsible for removing odors. HEPA filter, also for catching fine dust, particles, and so on. The third step is the flash streamer technology, really the heart of our unit. And this is actually which you can see from the left side. So let me take it out. And here you can actually see the small component which is responsible for the flash streamer technology. Now, these three units are working together to create the catch and cleaning. Now, the cleaning part is because we are cleaning actually actively our HEPA filter. And so the small component of flash streamer technology is emitting high-speed electrons, and these are disintegrating the different bacteria, viruses, small particles of your HEPA filter. So meaning you are continuously, constantly cleaning the HEPA filter, which is also why with our unit you don't need to replace the filters every year. A huge advantage if you know that the filter is actually costing 70 euros for a new filter. So that's something you don't have for at least 10 years in our unit. So really peace of mind in usage of the unit, which is why you can say we have the best air purifier in the world. Now, the technology is one thing, but it's not only about the technology in our product. You have also different operandi modus, which are creating the perfect indoor air quality, the perfect way of operating inside of your homes. A first mode, for example, is the auto modus, so the auto fan. How is it actually working? It's working based on three different sensors. So you have an odor sensor inside, you have a dust sensor, and you have a PM 2.5 sensor, which is measuring the small, fine particles. And based on these three measurements, the unit decides itself how large the ventilator will actually go. Will it go in a high-speed modus, low-speed modus? Really dependent on what the air, what the level of particles is inside your room. For me, to be honest, that's one of the most useful advantages. I have one in my daughter's bedroom and it's working 24/7. So minimal sound level, working just automatically, where the indoor air quality is constant optimal. A second mode is actually the anti-pollen mode. That says it all. It's removing all the pollen out of the air, especially useful for people with allergies in springtime, summertime, where the pollen is highest. If you want to use the unit in a low energy modus, can also be done in the econo modus. But the unit is already consuming, actually, I think for me it was more or less 14 euros. It's really minimal. Another modus is, for example, the moist modus, of course, being used in the humidification stage, so humidification model. And there we can actually increase the level of moisture, so the level of water in the air. For example, useful for people who have dry skin or throat problems, or at night if you prefer to have a higher level of moisture in the air. To summarize all the different advantages of the unit, first of all, of course, the catch and cleaning technology, the heart of our system, the core of our technology. A second advantage is the different operandi modi. A third advantage is the compact dimensions of the unit. So really blending in every environment where you put the unit. A fourth advantage is that we have obtained the Allergy UK certificate. A fifth advantage is the flash streamer technology, unique technology in the market, really advantages. And a last advantage is the dust collection filter, the HEPA filter, so to speak, which only needs replacement after 10 years of operating. I want to stress again the quickness of the solution, the easiness of installation, and especially nowadays, creating a safe, healthy environment inside your houses, inside your buildings, is of utter importance. Not only for yourself in houses, but often also for your customers in small shops, to create this peace of mind for consumers, and also taking care of your employees, because creating a safe, healthy work environment, a good indoor air quality, means also healthier, happier people, less people becoming sick. Let us now go and take a look to our commercial solutions. So here we are. Up until now, we have mainly spoken about our dedicated range towards residential and light commercial air purification. These units are mainly supposed to serve rooms up until 100 square meters. If you go towards larger rooms, like for example in a large office space, you have two different solutions. Either you can choose to place multiple air purifiers strategically in your room, or you can opt for putting a larger dedicated unit inside of the room. The AstroPure 2000 can give you a dedicated air volume of 2000 cubic meters per hour, mainly dedicated for larger buildings, working or leisure environment. There are different examples and different segments which we serve. For example, office space, leisure events, schools, hotel buildings, as well as restaurants, retirement homes, and so on and so on. The main benefits of the AstroPure 2000 are having an air volume of 2000 cubic meters per hour, which serves more or less the 200 square meters. A second benefit is to have the HEPA filter H14 class inside of your unit, really dedicated to filtering the fine particles inside of your room. A third benefit is to have the pre-course filter up to 70%. A fourth benefit is actually two different models which you can choose optionally. A first option is to have the activated carbon filter, and a second option is to have the UVC light option. Both modules, both options are intended to increase your indoor air quality even further. Last but not least, also the volume, the debit level of your unit is actually kept very, very low, 35 up to 52 decibels. As you could see, we really have an entire portfolio of air purification units, ranging from smaller application, smaller units, to the larger application for a larger unit such as this one. If you require more information, please visit our website online or ask more information to the local sales representative. Thank you very much for your attention and have a nice day.
That was a good job, Jonas. If you have any question about his presentation, please put them on the comment box below. If you want to know more about our other solutions, please scroll down and click on the direct link below and enjoy all our presentations.